I forgot my kai kai. Let's go get my kai kai real quick. How na day? How na day? Welcome to Mfoniso News Podcast. It's New Year, Happy New Year, and this year we don't. But this year um, we're going to hype things up. We're gonna tune it up a little. Like we're not gonna be doing everything in pidgin again. We're gonna be throwing in English there and here and there, once in a while, so that because we are trying to reach out to a whole lot of people. So welcome to Funny Show News Podcast, Funny Show Podcast on Crackhouse TV. Damn, I have pounded yam. I know you guys are wondering why do I have a bag of pounded yam on Why do I have a bag of pounded yam in the studio? Well, we'll get to that. Um, Before we begin, Happy New Year once again. How did you celebrate end of last year? This right here is yellow fever punch. It's malaria punch. It's flu punch. Everything punch. Everything combined punch. If you they suffer nyama nyama, if nyama nyama they worry you, you drink a shot of this and like this. I'm gonna show you now. Now I'm not promoting alcoholism, but it's herbs mixed in herbs in alcohol. You know the reason why we put it in alcohol is to get everything out of the herbs, to get everything out of the plant, to get all the poison out of the plant, because you do know that herbs don't really help your body in a way that everybody is made to believe. The reason why herbs heal you is because herbs inside plant there are poisonous substances inside plants that your body um that is harmful to your body, harmful not in a like dead killing harmful kind of way, but there are substances inside plants that reacts that way. When they come in contact with your body reacts. They stimulate your immunology system. That thing one that they call immune system, they stimulate these substances in this plant, this poison, because plants do have poisons, because plants don't want to be eaten. Leaves, plants don't want you to eat their leaves. Plants don't want you to dig them up and take their root, because they want to live, and they want to live a long life the same way you also wants to live a long life. Plants also want to live long. So the only part of a plant that the plant wants you to eat is the fruit, the reproductive part of the plant, because when you eat that part, you're gonna take that part, move somewhere else. You know, it's how do you call it? How do you call it? What's the better way to put it? It's a survival mechanism. The plant way of surviving. They allow you, you have been allowed, authorized to eat only the fruits, the reproductive part of the plant. Because when you eat that part, you're gonna take that fruit, move somewhere, move a mile or two or five, and drop that seed there. That seed is gonna germinate and a new plant is gonna grow out. So in case the previous plant dies out or something happened to the previous plant, there is a new one which you planted unknowingly. So that is the plant's way of surviving. They don't want you to cut them and eat their leaves. They don't want you to put their leaves in alcohol and drink. No, 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 no. They have poisons, and these poisons, when they get inside your body, they stimulate your immune system. Your immune system wants to get them out of your system. Now, this is the misconception that people get when plants start reacting, when they start reacting to plants, and when this your immune system them start like they kick into action, they eliminate the plant, and by eliminating the plant they also eliminate every toxin, every yama yama thing will follow the inside your body. So now it make them say plants they help. Like I said, we'll get to that pounded yam where the studio, where they for studio now. Maybe we take a shot first. Happy New Year to everybody. I wouldn't have been celebrating New Year. Yeah, I'm still Henry Crackhouse, and you're still listening to Funny Soul Podcast on Crackhouse Radio. You know, the fastest way to get in trouble with your wife, Do you know the fastest way to get in trouble with your wife? If you want to get in trouble with your wife real quick, do this one thing. Try telling your wife to stop eating processed food. Try telling your girlfriend to stop eating bad food. Try telling your wife to switch her life around. Try telling your wife that how those problems she's having, the inflammation she's having, could just be as a result of her imbalanced microbiome. It could just be that our gut microbiome is imbalanced. They know their way out and supposed they. Try to tell your wife, make she switch up a little, make she change within she dey chop to like try to like bring in good gut microbiome. See what thing go happen. We'll be right back, not go anywhere. When we come back, we will continue. Nothing they do now. Make we take a short first. Like I said, I'm not promoting alcoholism. This is chewing stick. Better than any toothbrush you can get. Damn, it's bitter. Damn, what the fuck, man? Damn. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Where we've been stopped, where we've been stopped, where we've been stopped. This thing is bitter but good. So we will get to, yeah, let's get on with it. This is a bag of Band-Aid. It says yam flour, yam flour. This is a bag of yam, allegedly yam flour. You know, I'm a Nigerian, right? And we love eating yam. We love eating, like, we love boiling yam. And after boiling the yam, we pound it. And, we call the whole thing the end product. We call the end product pounded yam. We usually eat it with egusi soup. In my place where I come from, the BBOs, we usually eat it with white soup. Oh man, delicious. Delicious. I did not say nutritious, I said delicious. Pay attention. So this is the pack of yam flour. Yam flour is it's supposed to be dried powdered yams. That's what is written here. It says dried powdered yam. Now before I go into waiting, make I bring this back on set, make I ask a small question. If you be Niger person, if my stick they disturb my audio, they disturb I'm sorry. I still never had them brush my mouth yet. So make I ask the Niger people one question real quick. Or everybody in general. If you're familiar with African cuisine, if you're familiar with African diet, you know say we have something we call eba in Africa. In Nigeria, we have eba. Eba is made from gari, from cassava. Eba is made by processing cassava. You process cassava, turn it into what we call gari. Cassava is tapioca. And if you're familiar with gari, or if you know cassava in general as a whole, cassava, the edible part of cassava, the inside, because if you eat the skin, it could end up killing you. The inside of the cassava, when you peel the brown skin off, the inside of cassava is what color? White. The color of this table is white. That's the starch. That's the starch, the carbohydrate. It has something like a root, like it has like a thread in the middle of it. It's like the like should I say that thing acts as the spinal cord. So anyways, cassava is white when you peel the skin off. Now when you process the cassava into gari, if you don't add red oil to the gari, the end product, which is the gari, is going to still remain white, right? Now we all know fufu. Fufu is the starch we process the cassava, like we dip it in water for a week or so. We allow it to ferment, and at the end of like a week or so, we drain the water, mix it up, and you know how we do. And then the end product will be fufu, delicious, not nutritious because it's pure starch. Now, that fufu is always also white in color. Why? Because the original cassava is white or was white, right? Okay, now we all know amala. Amala is made from mostly dried plantain skin. Now they will peel the plantain, dry the skin on top of the roof. After like a week or two or a month, they will bring the skin down, grind it, turn it into like they grind it, and we all know what the color of amala is. The color of amala is I think brown. Amala is brown in color. Why? Because the skin of a plantain, once it's dried, and the skin of yam, when it's dried, usually changes color and becomes brown, right? So now when you come turn the amala color, the end product will be what? Brown, right? Good. We all know yam, we all Africans, we all eat yam. Now if you're familiar, or if you are like into African cuisine or into African diet, if you know a Nigerian, if you know any Nigerian, if you've ever heard them speak about food and shit, you will always hear them talk about pounded yam. Now yam is white. When you peel the skin of the yam off, the inside of the yam underneath the skin is white. And be like say the hips we are drain, the short we are drain don't they get piece more. So the inside of yam under the skin is white. Pardon me, make I put my stick away. It's always white because that's starch, carbohydrate starch. So even after you don't boil the yam, even after boiling the yam, if when after pounding the yam, and the end product, which is the what we usually call pounded yam, is always white. Unless except you add gari to it, like our people usually do, my parents used to do, our elders used to do sometimes, just to maximize the amount of the end product. So they will mix it with gari, they will turn gari eba and mix it with the yam, and then like a small portion of yam will like feed the whole community. So unless you're doing that, but if not, the end product, which is the pounded yam that you will eat with a egusi soup, is always white. But tell me why, people. I went to an Afro shop. I wanted to eat yam. I love eating yam. It's the only starchy root vegetable that I eat because it doesn't really raise my blood sugar. So I felt like eating yam. So I went to an Afro shop. I wanted to get yam, but they didn't have yam. Yes, they had some yams, but I didn't want to give them €7 for something that looks like it has kwashiorkor. So I thought, okay, I was going around. I don't usually eat anything in a bag. Anything that comes in a bag, I don't touch it. I don't eat it. So I saw this. It's like it's written yam flour. So I was like, cool. Well, maybe it's only yam in it inside. Maybe it's only yam flour. So I bought it, and it's from Nigeria, made in Nigeria, produce of Nigeria, made in Olodi, Apapa. It's made in Olodi, Apapa, Lagos. I'm not gonna say their name, but if you can see their names, I don't care. So when I brought this thing home, I wanted to turn it. Normally, I know been one chopper, but I just want turn them. I was just trying to give them benefit of the doubt. So I come boil water. I turn them the way where it's written here, say make you do. So as I turn them, tell me why this thing came out brown. Tell me why this thing came out brown. It's only amala. It has the color of amala. When you turn this thing in hot water, it has the color of amala. What you will get at the end is the color of amala. Tell me why it is so. If this is pure yam flour, the end product of this thing should be white. Because if you buy gari, even the gari they sell here in Afro shop, the white ones, the one they didn't add red oil to during processing or during production. If you when you turn it in hot water, the end product, what you're gonna get is going to be white. So tell me why this thing, instead of remaining white, staying white, after turning it in hot water, tell me why it became brown, why it becomes brown. It looks like amala. I can tell you guys, I can give you guys my opinion. I can tell you guys what I think. What I think is this. I have two theories. I talk about theories the other time in my previous video. I have two theories to why this thing turns brown when you boil it or when you turn it in hot water. Theory number one, this is not yam flour. Theory number one, this is not yam flour. This is a scam. Either this is they mix everything, the yam plus the skin. Either they didn't process the yam. I mean, they did not separate the skin from the yam and uses only the white portion of the yam. Either they just wash the yam and mix everything, grind everything together. That is my theory number one. Theory number two, either they use lots of chemicals to extract the flour from the main yam. Either they use lots of chemicals, harmful substances to extract the yam. They use chemicals during production. So the chemicals is still in this thing. So when you add hot water to it, the end reaction is that color you get. Those are my two theories. Theory number one, this is not pure yam flour. This is a mixture of something else and something else. We all know I'm a Nigerian. Like I said in my previous video that I hate, I'm not going to be coming up here to bash Nigeria again. But truth be told, either this is not yam flour, the way it's written here, yam flour, or they use lots of chemicals to produce this thing. So I would not advise anybody to eat this thing. If you buy yam flour, it says yam flour. When you turn this thing, it should be white. In fact, I can imagine the amount of microplastic that's inside this thing. It's from Nigeria. Nobody checks anything we do in Nigeria. Let's just be honest. Nobody checks everything we do in Nigeria. Nobody checks how we do things in Nigeria. So I really do not know what this is. I would not advise anybody eat this thing, but at your own risk, if you can do without things like this, please go ahead. So that being said, let me go do something else. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and happy new year again. Welcome back. So where did we stop? Make I show now something. You see, like I talked about at the beginning of this episode, we're gonna switch things up this year. This is still Funny Soul News Channel, news podcast, where we still help Nigerians. We find where we they gather money to help people. Where we they gather money, they help people where need help. So I'm gonna show you guys something now, and when we come back from watching the videos, I'm gonna we'll talk about it. I will give my two cents on how I feel about that video. And but you see, before we watch the video, make I say something. Let me say something. You see, we are Nigerians. If you are not Nigerian, if you're not a Nigerian but watching me, viewing my this thing now, I am a Nigerian, and I come here to talk about Nigeria and the situation, the things, how things they go on in waiting they go on in Niger. You know, I came across this video, the video you guys are about to watch, the video I'm about to show you guys. I came across this video on YouTube, and like I said, I'm gonna be doing things like this from now on, like bringing these kind of things and talking about it. You know, after examining the video, I was like, okay, whom is to be blamed for this kind of thing, for this kind of situation, for this kind of thing? Now who is up? Now who could get the blame? You know how we like do things in Nigeria. When something happens, we go quick to blame people, quick to blame someone, try to see who are where we fit, where we can push the blame on or the blame to. we don't usually own up to our bullshit. You know, we don't usually face our fucked up decisions, you know, the outcome of the stupid decisions where we they make sometimes. So I was like, now who could take the blame for this kind of situation now? Because in the country, in this country where I live now, you will never see this kind of thing. You will never see this kind of thing. If you see things like this, you go see people, when people commit crimes, they will there is how they categorize them people. It depends where that person the accused, the suspect, it depends where the accused comes from, his or her background. Does he or she has an immigration background where his parents or her parents immigrant? I mean, does he has blood from outside the country, or is he an indigent? So if those two factors determines how people could take judge the case, or how they could take blame something on somebody. So, but in Nigeria, we know the sense. If something happens, if you are the cause, if you are the accused, you will always look for ways whom you want push the blame to. So after watching the video, I was like, damn, now who we want blame this one on now? Now who we want blame this one now on? Who will we want blame this one on? Anyways, when we watch the videos, when we come back, I will talk about that. Meanwhile, man, they be like, make I take another shot, but they be like, I know they see again, I know they see straight again. Damn, that thing packed some shit, man. Damn. It's like you're addicted to alcohol, shit. This video here, this video here, na him be waiting, and na him be one of the reasons where after I came back from Nigeria in 2022, I decided to set up this podcast. I decided to set up Crack House, everything, radio station and everything, just to generate money, to generate extra money. They send them, they help people in Nigeria. This video now, where you see so, I could explain this, but after we don't watch the video finish.
Drop that. Wagwa.
With the machine where I'm carrying. You know I can see what
If you are like God, you are a bastard.
Come. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go touch it.
Yes, sir. That phone now, I follow.
How many times you don't carry with this? I mean, the entire way you do.
Two phone.
How many times you don't thief?
Two phone now I come here. I dey thief all the time. We dey thief all the time. But for this opela, who I don't thief personally. Now two phone. I follow those ones come carry for here.
Where you for thief today?
Now one mommy like that. We dey sell clothes. We go carry money.
How much you carry?
15,000.
Okay. We should know say that what boy you now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But sir. Sir.
Talk about the carry.
Yes, sir. Sir. I beg, sir.
How many places don't thief for Okpela?
Two times now thief for here.
Where?
Two places. That me charger and one.
Where me charger where?
One me charger like that. They up. Now I follow.
What you that for there?
Phone. One. Then the other time again.
Wait. As native the phone they catch you now.
No.
How would I do the phone?
Go sell them for person.
Today, that be charger. Before they boy you, I'll carry you go there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
You, how many times you don't thief?
Call this one.
How many times you don't thief?
Sir, we don't tell you the thief.
You don't take?
Yes.
Open, speak louder.
You don't tell you the thief.
Uh-huh.
But now 3 times we don't call you come thief. So that 3 times, this one follow me come.
This one?
This one follow me come 2 times. So the remaining 1 times, now me This my brother. So at the first day when we come, me and Ejima, we get where one me waiting for junction. So now we go carry pop 8.
Wetin?
Pop 8.
Phone.
Yes.
As na carry the phone, they catch you now.
No.
Na seller.
Yes.
The place where you for carry the phone, you go know there.
Yes.
Okay. Today I'll carry you go there. That phone, una go pay for that phone today. And all of una, I will go out over now to police. They go. Don't worry. The place, what you don't do? Eh?
Na thief with the thief.
What you talk?
Na thief with the thief.
Speak louder.
Na thief with the thief.
Na thief, na the thief.
Yes, sir.
I'm what you don't thief.
We don't. Now 2 times tonight carry phone.
2 times.
Yeah, but no for here.
Where?
For Kenya.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
As you thief the phone, they catch you.
Yes, sir. They catch me.
What you come make you continue the thief?
No. Nothing.
You.
Now once I fully there,
Was.
Speak loud, my friend.
today we dey come carry 15,000 for here.
Now you carry the go. You got any? You call
Where
here.
are many of them? I can carry 50,000.
15,000.
Strong man. Alpha. Drop your hand. What do you do?
The money go there.
No, if you. What do you do?
Go thief money
Money for where?
for that side.
So apart from today, what you don't do before?
You got a bike.
Which bike? Mechi?
Eh,
How many mechi you don't carry?
two machine.
As you carry at the catch now.
No.
How you do the mechi?
No, but I carry and go.
Go sell. How much they give you?
Go down. You sell and say 17. You give and say more.
70,000
We can collect balance.
balance.
Eh,
How much the share gives you?
give me 7,000.
7,000. Mechi, where person buy will give you 7,000. What do you use the money do?
I think I make good.
Okay.
They do medicine for you.
Yeah, for year now. What you do your body like this?
No, father beat me.
Speak louder.
No, father beat me.
What do you do?
I carry the phone. I carry a phone.
And they can beat you like this.
Eh,
No see your body like person will do operation. Now, I hear say you get juju till they disappear. Abi? If I go pass,
yeah,
you get juju, Abi?
yeah.
Who they do juju for you?
Nobody do you for me. Nobody do you for
How you
me.
take get the medicine where till they disappear? I go.
I know what you mean.
How you take get juju where till they disappear? Yeah, slap you for you know you lose serious. Eh?
No, I wanna give me.
Who?
No, medicine. Put down for food, eh, man.
Who gives you?
Now, father cook the food.
Give the food, put the food.
He put medicine for that. That's food I eat now.
But as you do like this now, if you disappear,
No.
why? But you don't ever disappear.
My
Talk to
power,
where?
my power, no, I don't get power again.
Where the power come?
Where you go?
If he carry me, go pastor. He carry me, go pastor, go deliver me, go Lord.
But as you get the power, you truly they disappear. If
Yeah,
they disappear,
yeah.
if you disappear, where you the enter? House. Oh, yeah, go near that motor, disappear. Just as you take the disappear, do I see you? Go near that motor. Near that. I don't say me disappear, but I'll say go there.
Power no be, my power no get power.
Yeah, just do. Don't disappear. Do I see you?
Power no be.
Just do it. Just do I see you? Do it. There, do it. Do it again. Do it. Face aside. Like this, you go disappear, Abi. You don't go fit disappear again.
I don't go see me.
Why?
The power don't go come on.
You don't come out. No see you. No.
Go follow them.
Go where? Go stand for here. Stop. Go here. Put it for here.
Okay, all right. So, when I don't see him, now, if you're not a Nigerian, you won't understand the scope of waiting there that video. You not go understand the scope of waiting there that video. You really won't understand waiting there that video. If you look that video, the way we me take look and you examine that video, you go sit down one ask yourself, say, now whose fault is this? Now whose fault be this? Now whose fault? You see, one of the pikins them carry tire for neck. One of the pikins carry tire for neck, round in neck. They for kill him. News flash, if you know be Niger, that's what they do. Sometimes when they catch you, they go kill, they go in, they will unalive him for a mobile phone. Because of a mobile phone, they will take his life away from him because of a mobile phone. You see, this is the result of when you wreck election. This is the result of when you no do what you supposed to do for the people. This not the result of you no do them. If the people elect you, put for place where you go when you make you do something that you should you were elected into a particular office. You were to go there, make life better for the people, your people, or for the general public. But instead of doing that, you went there and started doing something else to favor some certain people. This is what you get. Those are children. As me and you they talk now, I don't even know whether they don't buy them. These are children. So now who where we supposed blame now? Some people could say them be thief, they are heartless criminal. They are heartless. Imagine say better school day. Imagine say technical this thing, apprenticeship day, programs day, where people like this, you could put them inside that program. After a while, them learn a trade, them learn something. They could learn a certain kind of trade. After they don't learn either an office day where could give them like a micro loan, make them go start up, do something with their lives. Tell me why them go. These are children. Why they know their school? Why are they not in school? Why them know their school? Now you come here waiting the police officer asks them, say, you know, say they been want kill you now, or you know, say they won't kill you. Why would you ask a child that? That's a child. Now, imagine, say, these kids now, they lock them up for like some years, 5 years or so. In Nigeria, they're going to lock them up and throw away the key. Believe me, for Nigeria now, they could lock them up and throw away the keys. But say they give them like 10 years, 5 years. When they can't release them without proper orientation, without proper integration, without proper rehabilitation, tell me what thing these kids could do. Tell me, say these people no go they was past the way where them there now. Now they are kids. Now you can easily take them. Now you can easily capture them. You can easily rehabilitate them. You can easily set up a program. You can easily set up a course, a cure. They call it cure here, where you can send these children to be rehabilitated, to be reorientated, to be trained, to acquire skills. But they're gonna throw them away. They're gonna put them in jail and throw the keys away and forget about them, because do they look like they have high-paying lawyers or high-paid lawyers? I mean, so am I blowing grammar? Do they have lawyers, high-level lawyers, where could represent them? No, they don't. So they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance in the Nigerian judiciary system. They don't stand chance at all. This now waiting you get when you rig yourself your way into office. This is waiting you get when you. That reminds me. You know, say Nigeria and I want crazy stupid. I don't talk, say I don't go bash Nigeria again, because the problem is not Nigeria. The problem is the people in Nigeria. I just saw in the news say our president don't appoint new heads of departments, new people to manage departments, some offices in Nigeria. So I went through the list of the offices and I was like, if we have all these offices in Nigeria, why is the country still fucked up? If we have these offices, all these government parastatals in Nigeria, why is the country a failed state? If we have these offices, check them out, I go display them. If we have all these offices, why is the country in the state where it is now? If we have all these offices and people are running these offices, why is Nigeria in such a fucking mess? See, my head is standing erect. And I've been feeling I've not been noticing me, right? I notice it. I will talk about the hair in a minute. I mean, if Nigeria has all these offices, these people heading this department, why is the country in such a fucked up state? I can go drink water and they make me vex, I swear to God. They vex. He thinks they are the vex. I know the vex. Now nothing fit vex me again. But I've been want to talk about my hair. And I see my hair. So 2 weeks ago, I was having headache. This bad headache like this every morning. Like when I wake up in the morning around 12, I was having this headache. So I was like, is my locks giving me headache? No, I was like, no, my locks, there is no way I could be getting headaches by carrying locks, no, or from carrying locks, no. So you guys know me, I started doing research, like I started looking into a few like reports, but then along the line, I was like, what the hell am I doing? Our ancestors were carrying locks. Our ancestors were carrying locks until these people came and convinced them that locks are bad, that it's called dreadlocks, that they should cut their hair, that when you cut your hair, you look presentable and responsible. Our elders were carrying locks thousands of years before these people crawl out of caves to convince them to cut off their locks. You know, they even made a movie based on our locks. Come on. What's the title of that movie? That guy, that thing hunting and all, Schwarzenegger, The Predator. They even made The Predator based. Oh, you didn't know? Did I say that loud? Didn't you know that The Predator, the Yatsu, is based of Daki people? The Yatsu, that Predator, is based off of Daki people with locks. Looks dread. They call it dreadlock. They call it dreadlock for a reason. Do your research. Go read history why they call it dreadlock. So I was having headache like 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, headache. Why am I having headache? So I started researching. Along the line, I was like, what the fuck? Why am I researching? Our ancestors were carrying dreads. Do you mean to tell me they were having headaches that dreadlocks give you headaches? Hell no. But then I discovered that I was simply putting my head on a very hard pillow. Every night I was sleeping on a very hard pillow. I was putting my head on a very hard pillow. Like, you know, it's not like a stone hard pillow, but not too soft pillow. So I think the way I lay, so this thing will press my head to my head, and I think it stops blood flow or blood circulation. But since I changed the pillow and I'm sleeping now on a different, very softer, feather-filled pillow, I haven't had the headache again. I don't have no headache, and the headache just went away. So I was like, oh, okay. The little things you overlook. If all these offices are in Nigeria, for fuck's sake, why is the country in such a mess? I'll see you guys in the next episode. My name is Henry Krakow. Till then, stay healthy, and I'm out.